Hello, Los Angeles Dodgers fans. We've got fresh, exclusive videos and the latest updates just for you. Before we dive in, make sure to join our channel and hit that like button. This is the best way to stay on top of all the breaking news. The baseball world has been buzzing with a kind of electricity that feels almost unreal, the sort of energy that spreads through clubhouses, social media timelines, and late-night sports shows like wildfire. Word started to circulate quietly at first, just whispers bouncing between insiders and fans, but suddenly the rumor became impossible to ignore. The name at the center of it all is Aaron James Judge, the towering outfielder who built his legend wearing the iconic pinstripes of the New York Yankees. Now, according to the speculation that has been lighting up conversations everywhere, the Los Angeles Dodgers have managed to pull off what many believed would remain a fantasy. The idea of Judge in Dodger blue once sounded like something fans joked about during heated debates, but the rumor mill insists that the deal has actually been sealed. People close to the situation claim that celebrations have already started behind closed doors in Los Angeles, as if a championship parade had been quietly scheduled in advance. For years, Judge has represented power, leadership, and that larger-than-life presence that turns every at-bat into a must-watch moment. Imagining that energy moving across the country and landing in Dodger Stadium has sent fans into a frenzy, and the speculation keeps growing stronger with every passing hour. For those who have followed Aaron Judge's story from the beginning, the idea of such a move feels almost surreal. Judge rose from college baseball at Fresno State with the kind of raw power scouts dream about, and when the Yankees selected him in the first round of the draft in the year 2013, the expectation was clear. This was a future superstar. Still, even the most optimistic projections could not fully capture the impact he would eventually have on the sport. When he finally stepped onto a major league field for the first time a few seasons later, it did not take long for fans to realize they were witnessing the arrival of something special. Judge was not just another slugger. He was a towering presence with a calm personality, a player who could crush towering home runs while still carrying himself with the quiet leadership that defines franchise icons. That is exactly why the rumors connecting him to the Dodgers feel so explosive. Los Angeles is already known for building star-powered rosters, but the possibility of adding a player with Judge's reputation creates a completely different level of excitement, almost like combining two enormous forces in the baseball universe. Inside baseball circles, the story has taken on a life of its own. Commentators, former players, and analysts have all started piecing together fragments of information, trying to understand how such a massive move could have happened behind the scenes. Some insiders suggest that discussions between the Dodgers and the Yankees had been simmering quietly for longer than anyone realized. Others insist the entire negotiation unfolded in near total secrecy, with only a handful of executives aware of what was happening until the final moments. The image being painted is one of a dramatic behind-the-scenes chess match, where front offices calculated every move carefully before finally pushing the deal across the finish line. According to the speculation, the Dodgers viewed Judge as the missing piece that could transform an already powerful roster into something truly unstoppable. And when that belief took hold inside the organization, the pursuit reportedly became relentless. Fans have started imagining the moment Judge steps into Dodger Stadium for the first time wearing that new uniform, and the thought alone has been enough to send social media into a storm of excitement and disbelief. Meanwhile, the emotional side of the story has added even more intensity to the conversation. Aaron Judge has long been associated with the tradition and prestige of the Yankees, a franchise that treats its stars almost like royalty. Many fans in New York believe Judge would remain connected to that legacy for the entirety of his career, continuing the long line of iconic sluggers who defined generations of baseball history. That is why the rumor of him leaving has sparked such passionate reactions. Some supporters are stunned, others are skeptical, and many are simply trying to process what such a change would mean. In Los Angeles, however, the mood described by insiders is very different. The Dodgers organization is rumored to be celebrating quietly, as if they know they have just pulled off one of the most dramatic roster moves in recent memory. The thought of Judge's massive power swing echoing through the warm California nights has already become a dream scenario for fans there, who are imagining a new era beginning right before their eyes. There's also a fascinating strategic element behind the speculation. Aaron Judge is not just a powerful hitter. He is the kind of player who changes the psychological balance of a game the moment he walks into the batter's box. Pitchers know they cannot afford even the smallest mistake, and that pressure spreads across an entire opposing lineup. The Dodgers, a team already known for discipline and depth, could theoretically become even more dangerous with Judge in the middle of their order. Analysts have been imagining the ripple effect. Pitchers forced to change their approach, defenses adjusting constantly, and opposing managers losing sleep trying to prepare game plans. It is that kind of potential transformation that has people believing the rumors might actually be true. Organizations do not chase a player like Judge unless they believe he can redefine their competitive identity. And if the whispers are correct, Los Angeles believes exactly that. What makes the story even more captivating is the aura surrounding Judge himself. He has always carried a reputation for professionalism and quiet confidence, rarely fueling speculation with dramatic public statements. That silence has only made the rumor grow louder. Fans are analyzing every interview clip, every appearance, every subtle gesture, searching for clues that might confirm what insiders claim is already done. Some say the deal has been finalized behind closed doors and that only formal announcements remain. Others believe the celebrations inside the Dodgers organization suggest that the agreement is already locked in place. Whatever the truth may be, the atmosphere around baseball feels charged with anticipation. The idea of Aaron Judge stepping into a completely new chapter of his career has ignited the imagination of fans everywhere, turning a simple rumor into one of the most talked about stories in the sport. As the speculation continues to grow, the atmosphere around Los Angeles has reportedly shifted from curiosity to full-blown excitement. The Dodgers fan base has always embraced star players, but the thought of welcoming someone with Aaron Judge's presence feels like a moment that could redefine the identity of the franchise. People close to the organization whisper about an internal belief that this move could echo through baseball history for years to come. Judge is not simply known for hitting towering home runs that seem to disappear into the night sky. He represents leadership, charisma, and a sense of calm authority that can transform an entire clubhouse. Those qualities are exactly what many insiders claim the Dodgers were searching for. According to the rumor, executives in Los Angeles saw an opportunity to add not just a superstar athlete, but a cultural cornerstone who could guide younger players while elevating the team's competitive edge. Fans have begun imagining the roar of the crowd when Judge first steps onto the field wearing Dodger blue, picturing a moment that would instantly become one of the most memorable introductions in modern baseball. At the same time, the ripple effect of the rumored agreement has spread across the entire league. Rival teams are watching closely, trying to understand how such a powerful roster might evolve if Judge truly joins the Dodgers. Baseball insiders are speculating about how pitching strategies would need to change, how opposing managers might shuffle their lineups, and how the psychological pressure of facing a lineup featuring Judge could alter the rhythm of entire series. There is a sense that this move would not just affect one team, but reshape the competitive landscape of the sport itself. When a player with Judge's stature changes uniforms, it sends a signal throughout the baseball world that something significant has shifted. The Dodgers already carry a reputation for ambition, and this rumored signing would reinforce the idea that they are willing to chase greatness with relentless determination. Around the league, fans and analysts are debating whether any team could truly match the combination of talent and momentum that Los Angeles might possess if the whispers prove accurate. Back in New York, the emotional reaction continues to unfold in complex ways. Aaron Judge became more than a player during his years with the Yankees. He became a symbol of the franchise's identity. His towering home runs, his disciplined approach at the plate, and his steady leadership turned him into a figure fans could rally behind during both triumphs and struggles. The thought of that connection ending has created a mixture of disbelief and nostalgia among supporters. Some fans are reportedly clinging to hope that the rumors might be exaggerated, while others are reflecting on the unforgettable moments Judge delivered while wearing the famous pinstripes. Even within the speculation, there's an understanding that his legacy in New York would remain deeply respected. Yet the possibility of seeing him build a new chapter in Los Angeles adds a dramatic twist to his story, one that feels almost cinematic in its scale. Another intriguing aspect of the rumor is the potential impact on Judge's personal legacy. Throughout his career, he has often been discussed as one of the defining power hitters of his generation. Moving to a different team, particularly one with championship ambitions as strong as the Dodgers, could create opportunities to expand that legacy even further. Some analysts believe the change of environment might unlock an entirely new dimension of his game, while others argue that the pressure of joining such a high-profile roster would only magnify every swing and every performance. That tension between opportunity and expectation is exactly what makes the speculation so compelling. If Judge truly becomes a Dodger, every moment of his season would be watched with intense scrutiny, turning each game into a chapter of a larger narrative about ambition, legacy, and the pursuit of greatness in professional baseball. Behind the scenes, the story also raises questions about the bold strategy of the Dodgers front office. Building a roster capable of sustained success requires more than simply collecting talent. It demands vision, patience, and a willingness to take calculated risks when the right opportunity appears. According to the whispers circulating among insiders, the Dodgers believe this was precisely that kind of opportunity. Aaron Judge represents a rare combination of physical dominance and mental composure, a player who can change the energy of a stadium the moment he steps onto the field. Bringing that presence into an already competitive clubhouse could create a powerful chemistry, the kind that transforms a strong team into a legendary one. Even though much of the story still lives in the realm of speculation, the narrative being painted suggests a franchise determined to push beyond ordinary expectations. And so the rumor continues to grow, fueled by excitement, curiosity, and the endless imagination of baseball fans. Every conversation seems to return to the same question. What would it really look like if Aaron Judge stood in the batter's box at Dodger Stadium? The crowd rising in anticipation as he prepared to unleash that famous swing? The image alone is enough to keep the story alive. Some believe the deal has already been quietly finalized, with celebrations happening away from the spotlight. Others remain cautious, waiting for undeniable confirmation before believing such a dramatic shift has truly taken place. But regardless of where the truth ultimately lands, one thing is certain. The possibility of Aaron Judge joining the Dodgers has captured the attention of the entire baseball world, turning a swirling rumor into a narrative that feels almost too powerful to ignore. But before we move forward, don't forget to join our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest news about the Los Angeles Dodgers. We'd love to hear your thoughts on the news, so drop a comment below. The longer the rumor circulates, the more the imagination of baseball fans begins to run wild, building scenarios that feel almost cinematic. Many supporters in Los Angeles are already picturing the first towering home run Aaron Judge might launch into the night sky at Dodger Stadium. Imagining the sound of the bat echoing through the stadium, followed by a roar that could shake the entire ballpark. That mental image alone has become a powerful symbol of what this rumored move could represent. Judge has always been the type of player who turns ordinary games into unforgettable moments, and that is exactly why the speculation about his arrival in Los Angeles feels so monumental. People around the league understand that when a player of his magnitude changes teams, it sends a shockwave far beyond one city. Suddenly, the Dodgers are not just another contender in the championship race. They become the center of attention for every fan, every analyst, and every rival team trying to figure out how to compete against such overwhelming talent. Another element that makes this rumor so captivating is the contrast between the two legendary baseball cultures connected to the story. On one side stands the historic tradition of the Yankees, a franchise known for its iconic players and decades of unforgettable moments. On the other side stands the modern powerhouse reputation of the Dodgers, a team that has mastered the art of blending star power with deep organizational strategy. The idea of Aaron Judge moving from one of these baseball empires to the other feels almost symbolic, as if one era of his career is closing while another extraordinary chapter is about to begin. Fans have begun debating what this shift could mean for the balance of power in the sport. Some believe Judge's presence in Los Angeles could spark a new dynasty, while others argue that such massive expectations only add more pressure to an already intense spotlight. And as the conversations continue, one thing becomes clear. Aaron Judge's name alone has the ability to dominate headlines and ignite endless speculation. The mystery surrounding the rumored agreement with the Dodgers has turned into a story that feels bigger than a typical transfer or contract negotiation. It has become a narrative about ambition, legacy, and the constant evolution of baseball itself. If the whispers are accurate and the deal has truly been completed behind the scenes, then the moment of official confirmation will likely feel like an earthquake across the sports world. Cameras will flash, fans will erupt, and analysts will immediately begin dissecting what this means for the future of the league. Until that moment arrives, the rumor continues to grow stronger, feeding the excitement of a sport that thrives on dramatic possibilities and unforgettable heroes. That's all for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay up to date with exclusive news about the Los Angeles Dodgers, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We always appreciate your comments and feedback. See you in the next video.